Have you ever wondered if an ordinary-looking coin sitting inside an old drawer, forgotten coin jar, or family collection could secretly be worth an astonishing fortune? What if I told you that some coins people have overlooked for years have shocked collectors with values that reached life-changing amounts at auctions? Today, we're revealing 3 extraordinary coins that have captured the attention of collectors across America and around the world. These aren't just old coins, they're pieces of history wrapped inside metal, carrying stories that most people have never heard. But here's the twist. The first coin on today's list doesn't look dramatic at all. At first glance, many people would walk right past it without giving it a second look. Yet certain examples have become incredibly desirable among serious collectors because of a fascinating combination of rarity, history, and collector demand. The value reveal is coming later in this video, and trust me, you'll want to stay until that moment, because what happened to this seemingly ordinary coin surprised even experienced collectors. If you're passionate about rare coins, hidden treasures, and incredible collecting stories, you found the right place. Welcome to American Coin Secrets, where we bring you fresh discoveries, fascinating history, and exciting coin stories almost every single day. Make sure you're subscribed, because tomorrow's upload could feature the very coin hiding in your own collection. Now, let's begin with coin number 1. First up, at first glance, the 2005 United Kingdom 1 penny appears to be one of the most ordinary modern coins ever produced. Millions of people have held one, spent one, or dropped one into a coin jar without a second thought. It doesn't sparkle with gold, it isn't made of silver, and it doesn't immediately stand out from countless other pennies. Yet that ordinary appearance is exactly what makes this story so captivating. Sometimes the greatest treasures are the ones that hide in plain sight. The 2005 1 penny was issued by the Royal Mint during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. On the obverse appears the familiar portrait of the Queen, while the reverse features the traditional crowned portcullis with chains, a design recognized throughout the United Kingdom for decades. The coin is struck from copper-plated steel, giving it the familiar copper appearance that people instantly recognize. Its modest composition may seem unremarkable, but collectors know that a coin's true importance is rarely determined by the metal alone. History, scarcity within collecting circles, and market demand often matter far more. Every coin tells a story, and this penny represents an era of modern British coinage that continues to attract international attention. Collectors enjoy building complete date sets, searching for exceptional examples, and identifying coins that survived circulation with attractive detail still intact. While countless 2005 pennies entered circulation, locating examples that remain appealing after years of everyday use has become much more challenging than many people realize. When specialists examine a fine-condition example, they pay close attention to the remaining details on Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, the lettering around the rim, the sharpness of the portcullis, and the overall originality of the surfaces. Every small detail contributes to a collector's opinion. Even subtle differences in preservation can dramatically influence desirability among advanced collectors who insist on quality examples for their collections. Another reason this coin continues attracting attention is its place within modern British collecting. Many enthusiasts who focus on Queen Elizabeth II coinage actively search for complete date runs. As more collectors enter the hobby each year, competition naturally increases for attractive coins that complete albums or specialized collections. Demand often grows faster than many people expect, especially for coins that remain visually pleasing despite years in circulation. One fascinating aspect of coin collecting is that rarity isn't always defined only by mintage numbers. Sometimes, collector demand becomes the driving force. A coin can become increasingly sought after because more collectors want high-quality examples than there are examples available in desirable condition. That's one reason experienced numismatists carefully inspect even modern coins, instead of assuming they have little importance. Now comes the part many viewers have been waiting for. For the specific fine-condition example described in today's video, the market value used for this discussion is $55. This figure reflects the scenario we're covering for this video rather than a universal value for every 2005 United Kingdom 1 penny. Actual prices depend on authentication, condition, provenance, collector demand, and real auction results at the time of sale. Whether values rise or fall over time depends on the collector market, but one thing rarely changes. Collectors are constantly searching for coins with compelling stories, desirable preservation, and historical significance. That's why experienced collectors continue learning, researching, and preserving coins carefully, rather than making quick assumptions based only on appearance. If you own older coins or inherited a collection from family members, it's worth examining each piece carefully. Never clean a coin before having it evaluated, because cleaning can reduce collector interest. Handle coins only by their edges whenever possible. Store them in protective holders, and if you believe you have something unusual, consider having it authenticated by a reputable professional grading service or experienced coin expert. Careful preservation can make an enormous difference in how collectors view a coin. That's what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every coin carries a story that stretches far beyond its face value. Some become memorable because of history, some because of condition, and others because collector demand transforms an overlooked piece into something truly remarkable. The thrill isn't simply in finding an old coin, it's in discovering the history and craftsmanship that make collectors pursue it years later. And this is only the beginning. If you thought this penny was surprising, wait until you see coin number 2. The next coin has an even more fascinating story, and its journey through history has left collectors searching relentlessly for exceptional examples. You won't want to miss what's coming next. And remember, American Coin Secrets brings you fresh coin discoveries, collecting stories, and fascinating numismatic content regularly. If you enjoy uncovering hidden pieces of history, stay tuned because the next upload could feature another incredible coin that collectors can't stop talking about. Next up, at first glance, this small metallic piece doesn't even look like something collectors would fight over. In fact, many people don't realize that it isn't a regular circulating coin at all. Hidden away in old drawers, forgotten boxes, and vintage collections, the 1980 Pakistan telephone token has quietly become one of the most fascinating pieces of collectible exonumia. To the average person, it may seem ordinary, but to experienced collectors, it represents a remarkable chapter in the history of public telecommunications and everyday life. Long before mobile phones became part of daily life, public payphones connected families, businesses, and travelers across cities. In Pakistan, telephone tokens were produced for use in public telephone systems, allowing people to make local calls by inserting these specially manufactured metal tokens into compatible payphones. Each token served a practical purpose, yet over the years many disappeared from circulation as technology changed. What was once an everyday utility item gradually became a collectible reminder of a bygone era. The 1980 issue is especially interesting because it belongs to a period when Pakistan's telephone infrastructure was expanding and public communication relied heavily on coin-operated and token-operated systems. As newer technologies replaced these payphones, countless tokens were discarded, melted down, or simply lost. The surviving examples tell a story that goes far beyond their size. They capture a moment in history when a simple metal token connected people across distances in a way that now feels almost nostalgic. Most 1980 Pakistan telephone tokens were manufactured from durable base metal alloys designed to withstand constant use inside mechanical payphones. Their design was functional rather than decorative, with carefully engineered dimensions that allowed the machines to recognize and accept them. The inscriptions, lettering, and distinctive shape were created with precision because even a slight variation could affect how the token functioned in the telephone system. Collectors today appreciate these tokens for much more than their original purpose. They represent the evolution of communication technology and preserve a forgotten part of everyday history. Unlike many modern collectibles, these tokens were created to be used repeatedly, not to be saved. That is exactly why attractive surviving examples have become increasingly desirable among collectors who specialize in transportation, communication, and historical exonumia. When experts evaluate a fine-condition 1980 Pakistan telephone token, they examine the remaining detail, the clarity of the inscriptions, the originality of the surfaces, and the amount of circulation wear. A fine-condition specimen still displays important design elements while showing honest evidence of use. Collectors often appreciate such pieces because they retain both historical character and collectible appeal. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting historical telephone tokens is the challenge of finding authentic examples that have not been damaged, excessively cleaned, or altered. Since these pieces were designed for daily use, many surviving tokens show heavy wear. Finding one with well-preserved details can be much more difficult than many newcomers expect. This search for quality example keeps collector interest alive and contributes to the fascination surrounding these historical pieces. Although telephone tokens are not legal tender coins, they occupy an important place in the broader field of numismatics and exonumia. Around the world, collectors actively seek vintage transportation tokens, gaming tokens, trade tokens, and telephone tokens because they document technologies and services that have largely disappeared. Every token reflects a unique piece of social history, making each surviving example a conversation starter and a valuable historical artifact in its own right. As the hobby continues to grow internationally, interest in unusual historical items has expanded beyond traditional coin collecting. Collectors enjoy building specialized collections focused on communication history, and Pakistan's vintage telephone tokens have attracted attention from enthusiasts who appreciate their connection to a rapidly changing technological era. Their appeal lies not only in scarcity, but also in the fascinating stories they preserve. Now comes the question many viewers have been waiting for. While individual values vary significantly depending on authenticity, condition, rarity, provenance, and actual auction demand, some exceptional and highly desirable collectible pieces can attract strong interest in specialized markets. If you own a token that appears unusual or historically significant, it is worth having it examined by a knowledgeable dealer or professional authenticator, rather than relying on online claims or assumptions. If you discover a 1980 Pakistan telephone token in an old collection, avoid polishing or cleaning it. Cleaning can reduce its appeal to collectors. Handle it carefully by the edges, store it in a protective holder, and document any information about where it came from. Provenance and originality can be important factors when specialists evaluate historical exonumia. The world of collecting is full of surprises. Sometimes the most memorable discoveries are not made from gold or silver, but from small, everyday objects that quietly survived while history moved on around them. That sense of discovery is what keeps collectors searching through old collections, estate sales, and inherited boxes year after year. And this journey isn't over yet. The final item in today's countdown has an even more remarkable story, one that has fascinated collectors and sparked conversations across the numismatic community. You won't want to miss coin number 3. And don't forget, American Coin Secrets brings you fresh stories, fascinating history, and exciting collectible discoveries on a regular basis. Stay tuned for more videos exploring the hidden treasures of the numismatic world. One important note: I intentionally did not state that the token has a current market value of $32,000 because I can't present an unsupported price as fact. If your video is discussing a specific authenticated sale or a hypothetical scenario, I can help you phrase that accurately. Next up, and now we arrive at the final coin in today's incredible journey. A coin that proves something every serious collector knows. Sometimes the biggest surprises are hidden in the smallest details. Imagine holding a simple-looking Rs5 coin in your hand. It doesn't shine like gold. It doesn't look ancient. It doesn't appear to belong in a world of rare collectibles. Millions of people may have handled similar coins without ever realizing that collectors were looking much closer. Because in the world of rare coins, the secret is often not on the surface. Sometimes the real story is hidden on the edge. Today's coin is the India 5 rupees from the year 2000, featuring a distinctive reeded edge with a groove. To an untrained eye, it may look like an ordinary circulation coin. But collectors understand that unusual characteristics, special varieties, and well-preserved examples can create tremendous interest among enthusiasts around the world. The year 2000 was an important period in modern Indian coinage. India was entering a new century, and coins from this era represented a rapidly changing economy and the everyday lives of millions of people. These coins were created not only as currency, but also as small pieces of national history that traveled through countless hands. The 5 rupees denomination became one of the most recognized coins in modern India. Designed for regular circulation, these coins needed to be durable enough to survive years of daily use. The composition, shape, and manufacturing process were carefully selected to create a practical coin that could handle constant exchange. But what makes this particular example interesting is the attention collectors give to its edge. The edge of a coin is often ignored by casual observers. Most people look only at the front and back. However, experienced collectors know that the edge can reveal important clues about a coin's production. Reeded patterns, grooves, and edge characteristics can help identify different varieties, manufacturing differences, or unusual examples that deserve closer examination. This is why collectors often rotate a coin under good lighting and carefully inspect every angle. A tiny feature that goes unnoticed by thousands of people can become the detail that makes another collector stop and take notice. A fine condition example of this coin represents a piece that has experienced circulation but still maintains recognizable details. Collectors examine the clarity of the lettering, the strength of the design, the condition of the edge, and the overall originality of the coin. The better preserved the important features are, the more attractive the coin becomes to collectors searching for quality examples. The excitement of collecting modern coins comes from discovery. Not every unusual-looking coin is automatically rare, but every unusual coin deserves careful examination. Professional collectors compare examples, study references, and verify characteristics before determining the true importance of a piece. The demand for interesting world coins has continued growing as collectors from different countries build collections beyond traditional silver and gold coins. Modern circulation coins have become popular because they represent real history. Coins that were actually used by everyday people during important moments in time. Now comes the moment many viewers have been waiting for. For the specific example described in this video, the discussed market value is $42.00. This figure represents the value claim being explored for this particular coin scenario. Actual market prices for coins depend on factors such as authentication, confirmed variety, grading, condition, and verified collector demand. A coin with an exceptional story and strong collector interest can become a fascinating treasure for the right collector. That is why experienced enthusiasts never ignore unusual coins. They research, compare, and carefully preserve them. If you discover a 2000 India 5 rupees coin with unusual edge features, remember these important collector tips. Never clean the coin, because polishing or chemical cleaning can damage original surfaces. Store it safely, avoid unnecessary handling, and seek expert evaluation if you believe it has a genuine rare characteristic. The greatest lesson in coin collecting is simple. Every coin has a story. Some stories are about history. Some are about design. Some are about unexpected discoveries that turn an overlooked object into a highly discussed collectible. That mystery is what keeps collectors searching. Because somewhere, right now, there may be another forgotten coin sitting inside an old collection, waiting for someone to recognize the details that make it special. This is American Coin Secrets, bringing you fresh coin discoveries, hidden history, and fascinating collector stories. Stay curious, keep searching, and remember, the next incredible discovery could be closer than you think. This version keeps the suspenseful YouTube style while making the value statement clear, rather than presenting an unverified price as a guaranteed market fact.